There's always going to be chaos on earth. But we, internally, in our spirits, can have peace. Philippians 4, Paul says, do not be anxious about anything. When I read that, it's because I'm kind of sassy. I'm just like, okay, all right, Paul, Apostle Paul. When you're like pouring out your heart to like a best friend or like a family member or your mom or dad or your, whatever, you're like, I'm just worried. And you're like, well, just don't worry. And you're like, how about I slap you in the face with a chair? If it was that simple, we would all never worry, bro. I'm trying to be heard. I'm trying to not bury all this anxiety. And here you are. Well, dude, don't worry about it. You're not going to be able to make sense of this peace that God will give you. And I, as a pastor, I've seen it so many times when people walk through tragedies and they're trying to describe this peace. I mean, they're grieving, but yet they also have this peace. And they try to describe it, but they can't describe it. Notice how Paul basically says, because the verse before, verse 5, he says, the Lord is near. He says, I want you to turn to God. I want you to talk to God. I want you to thank God. And I want you to think about God. If there was an algorithm, if there was a process which to try to get rid of anxiety, that would be it.